All right, Sean, thank you. You may think primary election, why should I vote? Does it even matter? Maybe you let this day come and go. Well, Susan Hesselgesser is the executive director for the League of Women Voters. She's joining us now to talk about everything election tomorrow. First, let's start with what we were just talking about. It's hard enough to get people to vote and interested in voting, and you were just giving me a pretty astonishing statistic about tomorrow. Tell us about that and why it is so important that we get involved in our local elections.
Right. As this morning I was at a Board of Elections meeting, and they're anticipating outside of Montgomery County, because we have a big commission race, that in Montgomery County we'll be lucky if we have 20%. Outside of that, they expect single-digit numbers.
For turnout.
And that's just incredibly bad news for the candidates and for the communities, because this election is so important. As we were talking, in your backyard, it's going to affect your taxes, it's going to affect your schools, your emergency services, so it's really important that people get out and vote. Why let 9% of the people decide what's going to happen in your community?
Absolutely. So let's talk about what people need to know going out to vote tomorrow. What if they don't, first off, what if they don't know?
Right.
The issues that are on the ballot.
Right. And a lot of people, and I totally respect this, people say, I'm not an educated voter, I don't know what's on the ballot, I really don't deserve to vote. This is an easy one, because most of the things that are on our issues, and the ballot language will explain to you what is on your ballot, how much it's going to cost you, what the money is going for. So all you have to do is read it and say yes or no. So it's a really easy vote to have and to make, and you don't have to be that informed for this particular election, but you should get out there and vote because they're important. And
you guys do a great job of breaking down the issues so people can find more information online for your breakdown.
Right.
Heading out to the polls tomorrow, voter ID.
Yes.
What do people need to know?
Yeah, there's been a lot of smoke and mirrors the last few years about changing voter ID laws, and what's important to know is that nothing changed. If you have a driver's license or a state-issued ID, that's great, but if you don't, you can bring a utility bill, you can bring a pay stub, you can bring a stub from your bank, you know, with your bank account, as long as it has your address on it. That's adequate ID, that's all you need.
Can you still mail in your absentee ballot?
No. Unfortunately, it would have to arrive tomorrow at 7:30, and that's not going to happen. The other tricky thing about absentee ballots is you can't bring it with you to the polls and hand it in. They can't accept it. It's just against the rules. So the best thing you could do is you can still vote, but you're going to vote provisionally.
Okay.
And a provisional ballot is the same as your paper ballot, has the same information on it. But the Board of Elections is just going to have to verify who you are. You are who you say you are. And then your ballot will count. It won't be counted on Election Day, but it will be counted as soon as they verify that it's accurate.
And then really quick, how do you find out where you do vote?
If you don't know where you vote, you can go online to your Board of Elections, and it's just like you would do Montgomery County Board of Elections or Darke County Board of Elections, or you could just simply call the League office and we'll help you find your polling location.
Susan, thank you so much for breaking down everything
you,
Election Day tomorrow. And get out there and vote. It is so important. Make your voice heard. And we're making it easy for you. We have a county-by-county listing so you can read more about the issues in the races. And you'll want to check out both tonight, you'll want to read about it tonight and before you go vote. Then again, maybe tomorrow night after the results come in. Again, you can find all that information at WDTN.com.